Hello, my name is Valerie, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. Today I received my second paycheck for the month of March, so now we get to budget all of my March income directly into the April budget. But before we do that, I need to cover all of my March overspending. And I also need to make a correction to what I did in my last video when I covered my random fees category. I had some overspending there, and instead of taking money from my stuff I forgot to budget for category, I took it from my next month rollover category. This category is strictly for the money, my income that I used for the following month. So I should not have taken the money from this category because I basically stole from April. So what I want to do is remove the money from the random fees category that I did fund. I passed it. This $67.84. I'm going to delete that for now, so it'll still show as I did not provide that money. And I'm going to add that $67.84 back into this next month category. And so now I'm going to do this the correct way for me. You can still take that, do it from whichever category you want, but I should have taken the money from my stuff I forgot to budget for category to fund this overspending that I made on that credit card. So now I'm going to click on this and I'm going to choose that category to cover this overspending. And I'm going to click OK. And so now it took the money straight from this category to cover that category that I overspent from correctly. So now I can't say that I stole from next month. Well, I did, but I undid it. So now I have one more transaction here that's uncategorized. This is on my Amex credit card as well. Oh, okay. So this is where I changed my, excuse me, I changed my YNAB subscription. So previously, my YNAB subscription was with Apple, but I couldn't use a referral link if you use Apple for your subscription with YNAB. So since I had already made my annual payment with Apple, I reached out to YNAB and they were able to basically start me over. So since I had just paid for the year, they prorated my amount that I needed to pay to start me over on a new subscription for them. So this is that prorated payment. So I wasn't due to pay my subscription until February of next year. So I just only had to pay from February to March 28th for next year. So that was the $35.92. So I need to go to this credit card first, and I need to categorize it. So this is going to be in my YNAB category still for the annual December 5th. Even though I am going to change that, but and I'm also going to change this because I don't want all the extra digits on here and characters. I need to change that one too. And then I'm gonna just save this. And I'm gonna go back to my budget because now it should show as still being overspent here. So now I'm gonna go ahead and cover that funding with my stuff I forgot to budget for as well. All right, and so now I'm going to change this subscription So I'm going to edit the category because it's no longer December 5th. I said February before, didn't I? So it's going to be March 28th, I believe, for my new date. So March 28th. And then I'm going to change my target. Well, I'm not going to change it right now. I'm going to change it once I get to the April budget, because if I change it right now, should I go ahead and change it? Let's see what it does. Let's edit the target and let's just go ahead and put March of 2025. Yeah, so it says that I already reached my goal. So because I've already made my payments for the year, and I don't want that to happen. So I'm gonna undo that. And once we get to April, I'll change the category there. All right, so now March is looking good. Everything is funded for March. All of my categories are on track for their targets. I did want to change the family category because I noticed that my available was $1134.68. I only want to have 1,000 here, so I'm gonna go ahead and remove the $134.68. So it can be an even $1,000 as my goal for this category. So that extra money went back up here to ready to assign. And let me double check my other categories. I'm not going to re-add any more money into the stuff I forgot to budget for because it did its job. The money that was in here did its job by covering the overspending from the other categories when I rolled with the punches. So I don't need to add any money there. All right, so we're all set. So now I'm going to take this money out of my next month category. I'm gonna delete it from there. So now it'll be at the top. So for April, I have $3,767.19 to budget. So let's go on over to April. Now for April, I'm gonna go ahead and click on my underfunded view at the top. So I can see all the categories that I need to fund. So for our monthly bills, I'm gonna go ahead and select all of these. And why is it not showing? Normally it lets you fund your underfunded. Not sure why it's not showing up. Do I need to refresh? Let's refresh and see if that helps. All right, so let's click on this now. And it's still not showing. Well, I guess, no. I didn't see this. It was here all along. Okay, so the underfunded was right here. So I have $395 total to fund for this category. But let me just uncheck that for right now and see how much I need for the entire month to cover all of my categories. It shows that I need $2,248.68, which is more than what more than enough. But I don't like selecting this to fund everything, because once I get down to my savings, like I showed you in last video, I do like to use a savings goals chart for that for this year anyway. I don't always do that, but that's something that I wanted to try this year. So I'm just gonna go category group by group. So for my monthly bills, $395. So that's funded, and then once it is funded, it disappears from this underfunded view, and it'll go back to the regular, because it's showing that everything is funded. It's just a quicker way to see what you actually need to fund. Now for my subscriptions, again, so we just moved YNAB to March, so I'm going to also move this up. Oh no. Okay, why is it not moving? Will it not move? Okay, it doesn't want to move right now. We'll worry about that in a second. But I wanted to change this target. To March 28th, 2025. Let's save that target. Okay, so it shows that it moved because it's not needed, so I'm already good. So let's go back here. It shows that I've reached my target. But I haven't. I don't have any money in here. Did the money already came out? Oh, my started date says October 2023. Oh, so let's just cancel this target and create a new one. Delete the target and create a new target. Annual. Why does it do that? Annual, and it's due March 28, 2025. Save target. Oh, there. Okay, there we go. So you have to delete the target and then create a whole new target. Okay, learned something new myself. All right, so let's go back to the underfunded view. So it's back here. So it has that I need the $8.25 for March. So we're going to go ahead and highlight the whole subscription group. We need $192.09 here. So we're going ahead and fund that. My true expenses. If you have any questions or want to understand why my categories are like these, but and why I have targets on them, Please check out my first video. I go into detail on my move and each category. So yeah, please check out that video. So we got, we need, 800. I don't really need this much money for my ATM for this month because I am going back home for a visit, so I won't need that money. So I'm gonna skip that one for right now and fund the rest of this. Charity, we need the $23. My sinking funds, and these ones are all on my high yield savings account. We need 257 or 275.24. And then for my car, we're gonna go back to the main view for that. We'll do the savings in a second. Okay. So for my ATM, I'm gonna go ahead and snooze the target for this month because I don't need to spend that $700. So let's snooze that. Does not want to snooze. Oh, I can't snooze it until actually April hits. Okay, so we'll just leave it for right now. And then once April comes, I'll snooze that. Now let's go down to my savings categories. So in the last video, I showed you these savings charts that I use to total out how much I want to put in for the month of April, week by week. So April is starting on the 14th week through the 18th week. So we got 120, 170, 280, 80, and 130 added together is $780 for the month of April for my car. So we're just gonna go ahead and add 780 there. I think we skipped safety net and we went to travel because I want to save up $5,000 for that. So the same thing, $60, $85, $140, $40, and $65 totals out to $390 for April. So we're gonna add that. How much do I have left? 1580. Since I am going to be traveling back home for a while, I'll be home for a couple of weeks, so I know I'm going to be spending a lot. And I have to buy a flight and a hotel and a rental car while I'm there. So that's going to be quite a bit of money. So I'm going to add some additional funds to this travel. I might just go ahead and add the full 1,500 to this category. Ooh. Let's where's the stuff at? Yeah, because let's see, I have 1,000, I have 1,200 in there right now in this savings account. I don't think the flight costs that much, but the hotel for a week and the rental car might be. Let's add How much should I add? Let's add $1,000. Yes. Let's add $1,000 there. So that'll give me $2,230 for a one-way flight, a hotel for 5 nights, and a rental car for 10 days. Yeah, roughly 10 days. We'll see. We'll see how that comes out. And I'll be using my credit card for these for the actual transactions, and then I'll be using I'll use this travel category as the category when I put it into YNAB. So we still have $580. Right now I have $100 in dining out. I don't have anything in shopping. I know I'm getting my nails done. Let's put the 500. I don't know if I'm going to be doing too much shopping because I don't want to put too much in my luggage coming back. But I know I'm going to be eating a lot because I've been away from American food for a while. So let's add man, this is hard. Let's add another $100 here, and then let's add we'll just put the rest here, the $480 and $61 into shopping. I think that's good. I think that is good. And then if I overspend, then I can just roll with the punches again. I still have $22 left in this stuff I forgot to budget for. And then I can also move money around from some of my other categories that I know I'm not going to be using anytime soon. So I can move money from groceries or household. Since I'm not actively using any of those funds, they're just sitting right now in the checking account, saving up for when I move. So yeah, let's just do that way. Let's see. But I am excited to go home. I'm excited. Okay, so now that that's done, let's go to my checking account. And here is the paycheck. Again, it shows a link because I already had the paycheck as a scheduled transaction. And then when the bank imported the file or the transaction, it just matched the two together. So I'm going to go ahead and approve that. And my checking account balance is correct. It is $8,489.92. So I can go ahead and reconcile that. Now, I do also, while I'm in my checking account, I do want to go ahead and add a transaction in here because the money right now that I have, let's go back to March for a second. This money, let's close these. and go to giving. So this money here in my giving category, I don't rightly use these funds actively or often. So I want to move this $1,050, both of these two, from my checking account to my high yield savings account. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a transaction into YNAB for that, and I'm gonna also go ahead and do it right here on my phone. So let's add a transaction now for today's date, and it's gonna go to my Ally High Yield Savings account. It doesn't need a category because it's a transfer to another account that is on budget. If it was going to an account that was off budget, then I would need to categorize it because it will be considered an expense. So let's put in the $1,050, and we're going to save that. And I'm going to put a note in here and label it as moving family and I can't type. Moving family and gifts. And then, so when I go to my Ally accounts, the transaction shows here that it's pending. And of course, it's not going to show cleared until it actually reflects clear on the actual bank account itself. So it'll be here in the uncleared balance. And then I'm also going to move the funds for March because I haven't moved these funds yet. I never move my funds that I put into most times I don't move them until the end of the month, just in case I change. But I think I did already move these, or maybe I'm telling myself backwards. Let me check my account right now, because I think I did move these already. Wrong card. And the one way for me to check that is looking at this budget and also checking my available balance here plus my available balance here on my sinking funds, because I also have those at Ally as well. Okay, so no, I have not moved those funds yet. So I'm going to go ahead and add up these three assigned amounts for March, and I'm going to add them to a transaction as well. So let me pull up my calculator. So we have $533.34 plus 610 plus 305 equals, and then also all of my sinking funds. So it's just the $625.24 because all of this is on there as well. So plus 625.24. So that's $2,073.58 total. And that's why my checking account balance is so large. Usually it's never that large. So I'm going to add another transaction for today. Was really going to be one transaction, so let's cancel this. Well, I'm gonna split it into two. Is it this way? Or can I do a split from here? I don't know if I can do a split into the same. I don't know if I can, but I'm gonna just do a whole nother transaction to my Ally savings. This will be sinking funds and savings. And this will be $2,073.58. So this is the total amount that I need to transfer from my checking account to my Ally savings account. And then I can go ahead and do it for April, and just start doing it. I'll just start making it a habit to move it at the beginning of the month instead of waiting to the end. That way I will have more time getting interest on the funds. So let's do both of these as well. So the 275.24 plus 2,170 is 24.45.24. So let's go back to my checking, and I'm gonna just add that to this amount. Sometimes this calculator, sometimes I don't know if it's a plus or a minus, because sometimes the two negatives, I don't know, but I'm gonna just add it up on my phone so I can change the number. 2073.58. So it'll be 445.18.82. Okay, so I will have $5,568.82 that I'm moving from my checking account to my high yield savings account. And then I'm gonna put March and April in here. Yeah. That works. And I need to make another transfer. It's gonna be a lot of transfers today. So back for March, I need to make a transfer for my credit card payments. So in my first video, I mentioned that I have two checking accounts. I have one for my everyday checking, and then I have one strictly for my bills. So I have this amount of money that I need to, this $254.77. I need to make sure that I have, or not the Apple Card, but just the 103.67 and the 103.76. I need to make sure those funds are in this bills account in order to, for me to pay those credit card payments, because my credit cards themselves are connected directly to those bills account for payments only. That's so odd that the numbers are like that. So these are my subscriptions on my Capital One card. So my anime subscription, Zumba, my charity, and my Hulu. And then for my Amex, it was the YNAB, my expense, and then this was the MyFico transfer, which I had already made. So let's go ahead and make sure those funds are moved over. So we do have $103.67 already in here for the Capital One card. So we just need to add $103.76. But let me verify with my Navy Federal account. So we just need 103.76. So we're going to add a transaction from my checking account. So 103.76 getting added. And then going to my credit card, we have the two payments transactions that were pending in the last video. They have finally cleared. You see that they're now green over here. They're no longer pending on my my credit card account, so I can go ahead and approve those because they have been linked. And when I log into my Capital One, which I had already logged in before the video because sometimes it's a little slow logging into this one, I did already verify that the balance was 103.67, so I'm gonna go ahead and reconcile that one. And then my Amex card. My balance is 103.76 is current, so everything is cleared out. There's nothing that is uncleared, so I can go ahead and reconcile that. And so now I'm gonna go ahead and transfer this money. It's 103. First, we're going to transfer the 103.76 from my checking account to my bills account. So let's do that. $103.76. All right, the transfer has been made. So now I can go to my Amex card and I'm gonna go ahead and make the payments. And it's gonna come from my bills account. And so all I have to do, since it's showing that I already have the payments directly and already ready into the category account, all I have to do is record payment. Or you can add a transaction, but easier just to record payment and it'll automatically pull it in for you. And it's automatically going to pull from my bills account because it knows that that's the account that it knows my habits. Basically, YNAB learns how you categorize things after making so many transactions. So it knows that I pay my Amex bill from my bills account. So it automatically populates that for me with the inflow amount to pay the bill. So I'll go ahead and save that. So the bill was paid successfully and is showing as a pending payment with the bank. Next, I'm gonna go to my Capital One, or back to my Capital One. And I'm going to pay the Capital One, the 103.67. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to record that payment. Again, it automatically populates from my bills account with the amount that I already have in the budget. So the 103.67. And so I'll just go ahead and save that. And I'll make the payment on my phone. Paying today from my bills account. All right, that payment has been made. And next, I will go to my savings account. And now that I'm moving my the family and gifts funds to the high yield savings account, I want to create with Ally you can create buckets. So I have individual buckets for each of the items on my budget, for the saving for the new car, for the travel, for sinking. I'll create one. I have one for sinking funds already, I believe. And then I'll create one for family and giving. So I'm gonna go ahead and create a new bucket for that. Let's add a new bucket for occasions. And we're going to rename it. Instead of occasions, I'm going to edit it to say giving, or family and giving. All right, so now I have the new category added. I'm going to transfer this amount of $5,568.82 from my checking account to Ally. And I'm gonna select buckets because I can automatically distribute it. And so I'm going to put the 451882 into the sinking funds, and then the 1050 into family. And I'll hit continue. All right, so that transfer has been scheduled. So that's all set. Oh, this is a long video. It's been 45 minutes. Okay. And then for my Apple Card, let's see. I don't have any new payments on here, so that one's good. The balance is $47.34, so I need to add $47.34 from my checking account to my Apple Cash. Again, in the first video I did when I was going over my categories and accounts, I do like to add funds from my checking account to my Apple Cash because it's instant. And then when I use my Apple Cash to pay my Apple Card, it's instant, so I don't have to do any waiting. So I'm gonna go ahead and transfer $47.34. This $641 is for the end of the month because sometimes the Apple Music subscription comes in right at the last day of the month and it'll show pending, and so I like to have that $641 already in there to cover that. So I'm gonna leave that in there, and I'm gonna go ahead and add $47.34 from my checking to this Apple Cash. So let me go ahead and go to my Apple Cash and add that funds, add money, 47.34, add. And then now I'm gonna go to my Apple Card. And then I'm gonna record a payment, the $47.34 from my Apple Cash. Pay. All right, so that payment is done. So all of my credit cards are now have pending payments and are good to go. And then my last account, my TSP, so my monthly contribution, I had it scheduled because I already knew how much was coming in from looking at my pay stub. So that automatically posted in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and approve that count. And then I'm going to also add a transaction for the interest that I received from the last check. So I'm gonna start doing my interest from the first to the end of the month, to when I get paid. So the interest that I'm adding in there now is from the 9th to today. And so I wrote that one down. That was $21.30. And both of these are cleared. And I have verified that my TSP balance does match the $78.49.89. So I can go ahead and reconcile that. So now all of my accounts are good to go. All of these transactions for my checking is pending. There's the Apple Cash that I added. So I have, oh, no, I already did it. Okay, so yes, everything is in work for the transfers and the payments for March and April. Budget is already, April budget is good to go. We are all set. And it's starting to get dark outside, so I need to hurry. Just double checking everything. Again, so once I buy my flight tickets and everything, I'll do another video adding those in, so you can see the travel, me categorizing it for travel, and then all of the other fundings for this trip. But yeah, I think that's it. Well, that is all I have for today's video. I did get my YNAB referral link, so that'll be linked down below in the description box. If you use my referral link, you'll also get an extra month free if you subscribe to YNAB. So when you try YNAB for the first time, you'll get 34 free days as a trial. Then once you do subscribe and use my link, you'll get an additional 1 month free, and then I will also get a month free. So I would appreciate it if you like this video. Go ahead and give it a like and subscribe to my channel. We love to have you over here. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below, and I'll answer them in the comments, or I'll make another video answering it if it's a long answer. But yeah, that's all I have for you today, guys. I hope you have a great weekend, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.